and welcome to Vlogmas day 5. I have no idea where the correct intro for this video went, so I'm just filming a quick one right now and then we'll get into the get ready with me. Also, I'm doing an Instagram on my giveaway, so if you have not entered that yet, make sure you go enter. So I will have the post right here. You can enter by tagging your friends under this post, and then you can also enter extra times by following along with all the Vlogmas videos. Every Vlogmas video is gonna have a secret emoji, so this is the secret emoji for this video. So you're gonna comment this emoji under this post and that will enter you in extra time so you can win the giveaway. But yeah, without further ado, let's get right into the get ready with me. Okay guys, I'm just starting off with my favorite elf. Yeah guys, today we're getting ready for kind of a busy day. Yeah guys, I'm just out here trying to stay on top of my Vlogmas game. It's tough out here. I feel like I have literally just been filming everything that I do. Every possible thing that I can film, I'm like, let's make a video out of it. And I'm just like, is this what everyone does every Vlogmas? Like, this is my first real Vlogmas, so I'm like, oh my god. I just feel like you guys are with me for everything. But yeah guys, I feel so good. So I have been unable to work out for like the past month because I've had tendinitis. Everything was hurting, even to like hold my phone up, which sounds dramatic, but I swear was hurting. And tendinitis can happen from anything. I don't really know the direct cause of it. I have a feeling it was just a mix of everything, but yeah, it's just from like overuse. So working out, lifting, trying to lift heavier, doing eyelashes is a lot with your wrist, so I have a feeling it's from work. It was so painful. So anyway, I've just been able to like go back to the gym past 2 days now, and I just feel so good. I can't even explain guys how much going to the gym changes my mood. I used to make fun of people like that, but like that's so true for me now. I'm like, I made this brow way too thin. One second. I'm gonna show you one of my favorite tricks to having really natural looking base. I am gonna wear my lashes, which always makes it look a little less natural, but as I use, it looks a mess. The Elta MD tinted sunscreen. So I use 1 pump of that. I actually already have sunscreen on, so it's just an extra layer. And then I'm using my Clinique foundation. This is one of my favorite foundations, and I just mix them together. So if you have more oily skin, this does kind of tend to get a little oily throughout the day. So I only do this on days where I'm not going to be wearing makeup too long. If I know that I'm going to have my makeup on for like 10 hours, I don't think this is the best. But yeah, and then it turns into like a tinted moisturizer slash sunscreen. Yeah, so it's just a light coverage, so you'll still be able to see my imperfections, my little acne scars and such through this, which is fine. Sometimes I'm just like, I don't need full coverage. But anyway guys, so it was just the holiday weekend. I'm sure you guys know because I've said it 100 times. I've been pre-filming some of these Vlogmas videos, so this is one of them that's been pre-filmed. So yeah, it was just Thanksgiving last week, and I just want to talk a little bit, a little chatty go get ready with me, of just what it's like to be on your own during the holidays. So I've definitely talked about this multiple times on my channel, but if you're new here, I currently live in Las Vegas, but I am from Ohio originally, so that's where my family still is. I moved out here on my own. I just said, screw it, go across country. I still don't really know why. Like, my favorite thing is when people are like, why did you do that? I'm like, why not? I don't really know. Thought it was the right thing to do for some reason. I felt like it would be fun, which it is. It's been great, but I do get definitely homesick every holiday, so I can't go home for every holiday. I just feel like that's unrealistic. Fly across the country for every single holiday. Thanksgiving is a holiday that I always spend alone, and most of the time I end up working on it, but this year I was off. Just want to talk about it in general because I know some people maybe can't go home for Christmas. There was one year where I didn't go home at all for any holidays. That was during COVID. Obviously I wasn't able to, so it was a little bit different. Yeah, but that was really tough mentally for me. That one sucked because I wanted to go home and I couldn't, but besides that, I've had really tough issues with certain jobs not letting me have off. You know, maybe you can't come home because of a job, or you can't come home financially. Expensive, especially to fly home during the holidays. But yeah, it definitely sucks living somewhere else during the holidays, especially when your whole family lives together. I feel like it might be different if like part of your family lived in one part, like your family's all spread out, but mine's all together besides me. So yeah, so it just makes it tough. And again, this is obviously my choice to have moved across the country, so I'm not saying like, oh, poor me that I have to go through this, because I could easily have just stayed in Ohio. Yeah, it's just something that I think I am naturally always homesick. Like I feel like I used to live in Florida for a while before I moved out here, and then I had moved back to Ohio for a minute before moving out here. I guess I kind of knew what to expect when I was moving here this time, being in a different state alone. Yeah, I don't think I was prepared to like spend a holiday alone. So my favorite holiday is always Christmas Eve / Christmas, because that's a holiday my family always does. Like we really always would get together, but that was like just a big holiday for us, and it was always so much fun. So like childhood memory vibes was like Christmas Eve. The year that I couldn't go home for Christmas Eve just felt so lonely. Like I guess once you live somewhere alone for a while, that like loneliness, homesick feeling does go away. But around the holidays, just regardless how content I am out here, how happy I have been in my life, it just hits different. I don't know how to explain it. So yeah, so even this Thanksgiving, I know that I'm going home for Christmas and I have something to look forward to. Yeah, you'd think it still wouldn't hurt my feelings that bad, but it just does. I don't know. So nice and kind when I have friends that invite me to like their family parties. I did that one year and it just made it worse for me. I don't know why, because they were so kind and so nice. It's like almost more of a like in your face feeling of like, oh, I'm supposed to be doing this with my family. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain it, because I always think it's such a kind gesture. But yeah, I'm always, from now on, will decline it, because that was like extra emotional for me, I guess. If I have the option to work, I prefer to work, because one, that way somebody that does have family here, I feel like they don't have to work then, because I just offer. Yeah, if I don't have to work, so like for Thanksgiving, this was the first Thanksgiving I didn't have to work, where I was like, oh, I could be home. And then I got lucky, I got the next day off, and I was like, oh, I really could have went home. Yeah, the best thing to do is just, normally I like to fill that day with other activities. Just hard because then everything's closed because it's a holiday, so that's where it just feels extra. But yeah, number one thing is just, it's not permanent, and there will be other holidays that you get to go home for. But I also did a Friendsgiving this year, which I think that like felt better, because at least I celebrated in some way. Okay guys, I'm trying this gel eyeliner. This is from Primark. I hope this is good. I have small expectations for her. I need to like mix it. It feels hard. It comes with the brush. I'm not going to use this brush, but I feel like I need to like soften her up. But yeah, if you're someone that wants to move away from your hometown or a town where all of your family lives, I definitely wouldn't let this kind of discourage you, because the reality is you're gonna feel homesick on days that aren't holidays, and there will come a time where you don't feel homesick all the time anymore. And it feels different. The longer I've been out here, the more comfortable I get, I guess, and the more this starts to feel homey. Yeah, I think another thing for me is I always get homesick around this time, because I miss the seasons. I don't always miss the seasons. It's just from like October until January 1st. And then I'm like, okay, it could be summer again. But yeah, I am from, you know, Ohio, where we get all 4 seasons. So for me, it's like nothing feels right around this time. Like, not only do I not have my family, but like I don't even have the right weather. I felt like that when I lived in Florida too, is I was just like, what is going on? In Florida, they would like decorate the palm trees everywhere. Florida was even colder, or no, Florida was even hotter during the winter time than it is here. Like here it gets, I know people think the desert, and it does get really hot in the summer, but like it does get kind of cold in the winter. Like it's pretty cold right now. I've been wearing my winter jacket. It's just not the same. Like there's no leaves changing, there's no snow. But I guess I've never been out here, but I guess there is like a mountain where people go skiing, so I feel like I should do that. But yeah, I would always make fun of people when I lived in Florida. I'm like, why are you guys drinking hot chocolate? It's 90 degrees out. Like this just doesn't even seem right. I just feel like people that are born and raised in like warm climates like this, or like Florida, where like they just never see snow and it doesn't get like cold enough to have the leaves change and stuff like that. I'm just like, you guys have never properly experienced a holiday season. Like, what do you mean you've never seen the leaves change? And like, what do you mean you've never had a white Christmas? I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. And like, you guys don't relate to any holiday movies. Like, I'm just like, what? Like, how are you fine with this? I'm so glad that I got to grow up somewhere and have that like Christmas feeling. Now that I've had it, I'm good for life. But yeah, number one tip I would say for anyone that is experiencing homesickness or can't go home for the holidays and they want to, is just to plan a different time to go home, to have something to look forward to, so that way when you are either talking to your family around the holidays or seeing them all post things all together, then you'll at least be able to be like, oh, you know, I'll be there in 3 months to see you guys. It just makes you realize how far away you are, I guess, because sometimes on like a day-to-day basis, I guess it's not always something I'm thinking about, being far away. But yeah, so you can see how this foundation, like doing it this way, still looks like a full face of makeup. So you're nice and protected. Don't think because it is snowy and cold where you live that you don't need the same amount of sunscreen, if not more. Don't let the coldness deceive you. In Ohio, and it was snowy, is you can literally get sunburnt from the snow because it's white, so it reflects light. Where like if snow was black, it would absorb it. Science lesson of the day. Marissa the scientist. I actually cheated most of my way through high school. I'm old enough now, I can admit it. What are they gonna do? Take my diploma? Favorite thing though is I like refused to cheat during tests. So I would do like homework or like worksheets and I would cheat on the whole thing. So then it looked like I knew what I was doing. And then I would do these like tests in school and I would get an F or a D because I actually had no idea what I was doing. But to me, that was like crossing a line. Like, you cannot cheat on a test. That is morally wrong. But I could cheat on everything else. I don't know why. Actually, I really like this gel liner. That was $3. We're gonna do a basic nude lip. And that's pretty much a look. Like, super simple. This is like my everyday quick makeup. Matte lipstick as my gloss, or as my lip liner, I mean, because I think it just lasts better on me than a lip liner would. And then this is just a little bit of like a tinted gloss so that we're not looking too crazy, but we have a little bit of color there. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, I don't know where my intro or my outro went, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will literally see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.